Hi. Okay, so today is my 26th day of my weight loss journey. And I think I ate quite a lot of fat yesterday. And a good friend very kindly pointed that out in a concerned but not judgmental way, which is what I think is important. I mean, it's hard to have a good friend like that because most people, especially if you say you're dieting, they'll be very quick to point stuff out to you. I mean, it's ironic because dieting is such a personal journey. But anyway, so I'm going to talk about the steps that I made to kind of curtail my fat intake. I had for breakfast 2 containers of low fat cottage cheese and a bottle of water. And each of those containers of cottage cheese has 10 grams of protein, which is pretty good. Um, I think that's quite good. So then after that, I had to go to a doctor's appointment for my shoulder surgeon and get the good news if I can drive and all that. I found out that I'm healing well, which is great. I am healing right on schedule. That was good to know. And afterwards, we went out to eat. I went to eat with my friend. And for some reason, that picture didn't come out. I don't know why. I took a picture of it, but it's blank. I don't know what happened. Anyway, I'll tell you what we had. And it's good because I went out to eat. So I was like, you know, it's specific what I had. We went to Five Guys, that burger place, and I got a small cheeseburger, which means just one patty and one slice of cheese. And I got it without the bun, and I got it on like a little bed of lettuce, tomato, pickle, sauteed onions, and sauteed mushrooms. And my friend and I split a regular French fry, which turned out to be a lot, even splitting it, because we were both full and there was some left, which I eventually ate while we were sitting there talking. But I don't want to say anything really bad about them, but I had heard so much about it from family and friends that how good their burgers are. And I have to admit, I was underwhelmed. I mean, it's just a burger. It wasn't nasty. I mean, I definitely couldn't ever see myself eating a fast food burger just plain. So I was able to eat it, and that's saying a lot because I'm not a big burger person, but I wanted to try it. I was able to eat it. It was not much fun because it wasn't that good. I mean, it was a little bland. It wasn't as seasoned as I thought it would be, but it wasn't nasty. And the fries were okay. The fries that I get at a little place here in my town are better, but it wasn't too bad. So I did not overeat, I don't think. I had, as I said, the one small cheeseburger without a bun, some lettuce, tomato, mushrooms, onion, pickles, and half of an order of large fries. So, and water. So I had that for lunch. So far, not too bad. I mean, some people might say that that had a lot of fat, but compared to the day before, like 3/4 cup of half and half and 3 cups of coffee and a big mound of cheese and a big mound of sour cream and pile of bacon and more cheese and 2 little things of blue cheese dressing, that was a lot of fat. So then for dinner, um, my friend and I went to our favorite Mexican kind of taco stand slash grocery store. And I got a burrito. And the burrito that I like there is barbacoa, which is like Mexican barbecue, which is not American barbecue style with tomato sauce and sugar in the sauce. And Mexican barbecue is more of a cooking method, which barbacoa is usually beef that's kind of braised in coals the traditional way is wrapped in like a banana leaf. It's delicious. It's very moist. But look at the size of that thing. That's like huge. I had about less than a fourth of that for dinner. And you see the lime wedges and it's kind of hard, but there's lime wedges and two little things of avocado mayonnaise sauce. I'm a traditionalist. I do like to eat cultural foods in the cultural style. And in Mexico, limes are like salt. I mean, just like people sprinkle salt and everything here, in Mexico, people drizzle lime juice on everything, and it's delicious. I mean, I like fresh lime juice on really ripe mangoes. It's like one of the best things I've ever eaten. Just take a fresh mango that's a little overripe and drizzle fresh lime juice on it. It'll be delicious. You'll be seeing me eat a lot of that in the summertime. So I had less than a fourth of that. That's huge. And a glass of water with lime juice and stevia. I don't know if you can see the water. I mean, some people might say that's lemonade, but it's not traditional lemonade because I like flavor really, really light in drinks. So it's like a couple lime wedges squeezed in there with 1 pack of stevia. It's pretty good. I like a very mild flavored lemonade. And then I'm sorry to say that I had 2 packages, see there's 2 there, of the sugar-free chocolate pudding. I don't know why I had 2 packages. I just felt like I had one and then I felt like I wanted another one. And what I'm trying to do is not be too hungry because it's easy to make good choices when you're not like really hungry. At least that's what I found. That's the key. And I just want to say a little bit about I want to say a little bit about what I've learned about these experiments I've been doing these last few weeks. I think I'm gonna not eat so much at a meal. I think my grazing worked a little bit better because I read somewhere, and when I say this, I don't give like sources because it might not be true. I mean, I don't believe everything I read unless it's a scientific double-blind study or one of my doctors tells me, and doctors that I trust, that I know they do their research. I don't believe everything that I read, but I do have a certain amount of common sense and instincts, and when I read something that sounds right and can't hurt me, I go ahead and, you know, take into consideration. I read once, and this made sense to me. So if anyone disagrees with me, feel free to disagree and do it your way. I mean, that's what this is. I'm just telling what I'm doing in case it helps someone, but I read that when you overeat at a specific meal, that whatever you don't burn off is stored as fat. So if I'm eating a 1,500 calorie meal and I'm only expending 500 calories in movement the next few hours till the next meal, that's 1,000 calories that's going to be stored as fat. Whereas if I eat a 300 calorie grazing kind of snacky meal thing, and I do 275 calories worth of activity, vacuuming or something for a couple of hours, that's only 25 grams or calories that is stored as fat. So that's easier to burn off. That makes sense to me. So I think instead of my mega meals where I try to eat till I'm stuffed, so I'm not hungry until the next meal, I don't think that's helping me any. So I'm going to go back to the kind of grazing thing if I want to pretty much eat when I'm physically hungry. And that's difficult for overweight people to, well, most of them, I guess, and specifically me, to gauge the difference between physical hunger and emotional hunger. And I've learned to do that. It hasn't been easy. I mean, we all know theoretically physical hunger is your stomach growling, your stomach kind of, feeling funny, feeling a little tired, but sometimes emotional hunger can make you feel funny too. I don't know, when I'm emotionally hungry, I just have this vague hungry feeling. And I'm trying to not eat from emotional hunger, but it's difficult. I mean, everything is difficult. This is difficult. It's difficult to lose weight ever, but especially over 52 years of age. I'm going to be 53 in a few months. So I'm determined to reach 53 healthier and smaller. Not going to have any specific goals because that pressure is really hard on me. I mean, some people do good with goals. I don't. I just feel pressure and then I'm afraid to eat and then I get stressful and then the stress can stall your weight loss. So I'm going to get there slimmer and healthier. Those are my two goals for my 53rd birthday, which is in April. So it's 2 months away. And I'm confident that I'm going to reach those goals. Without having a number, I have confidence that I'm going to continue cleaning up my plan, continue doing better, and I'm going to reach there in better shape. So rather than getting more depressed with each birthday because, oh, another year that I'm fat and sad and unhealthy and disappointed in myself that I haven't done anything about it. And I haven't even mentioned the disappointment of other people in my family because I have to say that when it comes to fat shaming, my family knows no bounds, really. They just say anything and let it all hang out. And it's in the guise of being helpful and caring about me, which I'm sure it's sincere in that aspect. But as many of you know that are overweight, if, shaming somebody for a condition that they have that they're working with isn't the best strategy. I mean, I see people that are older than me or even my age that don't take very good care of their health. They might not take care of their skin. They don't take care of their teeth. They don't put on sunscreen. I mean, they got freckles and sunspots galore. I wouldn't dream of, out of concern, having a strict talk with them about their health. I mean, can you imagine going up to someone and saying, you know what, I'm really concerned because your skin looks terrible. You might get skin cancer. You really need to be wearing sunscreen. And, now that you're at it, wear some wrinkle lotion. I mean, your skin looks dry and patchy and unhealthy. It's not good for you. Skin is an organ of your body. It's another organ. You have to take care. I mean, I can't imagine doing that. But people will just come up to you and say, you know what, I'm really concerned because you're really overweight and you're in danger of a heart attack and a stroke. Well, guess what? You don't have to be overweight to have a heart attack or a stroke. I mean, people that are not overweight, that eat a really unhealthy diet, and we all know people like that eat like a pack of bacon with, you know, pancake. I'm not good. I don't want to trigger anyone, but eat really high fat diet. People don't talk to them like that. But it's because we have a physical manifestation of our health issues that people feel comfortable saying it. And we forget that weight loss is a personal journey. It's working with your doctors to find out if there's a hormonal component, if there's a health component, some medication cause weight gain. It's a personal journey that you bring people in to help you with as you're ready. Your doctors, maybe a therapist, which I have. And it's just you caring about yourself. I mean, people can encourage you. And like I mentioned, my friend, she did it in a way that was very respectful and kind. I didn't feel shamed in any way. She just happens to be really good at that, and not everybody is. But I just want to remind everyone else, that it's a personal journey. So if you want to get your soul support from here, from my video, someone that understands, someone that's right there with you, or from other videos, feel free, because I have not found the most success looking to anyone in my life for support with weight loss, because either they're one of two extremes. They're cracking a whip over my head and policing everything I eat and say and think about, or they are micromanaging me and not making good choices themselves. So that's not helpful. I mean, I have someone that was supposed to be my weight loss buddy, and they were constantly eating junk food, and and I didn't even say anything because I'm not that type of person, but they would know I was thinking it, and they would say something like, "Oh, it was an emergency. I was hungry and I was driving home and I stopped for gas, and this is all they had was emergency." I'm like, "Yeah, there's no Snickers emergencies." But it's the blind spots that we all have, the rationalizations we all do, and it's hard to break out of that, but we can do it. So until tomorrow, I hope you do better, and I'm determined to do better. Bye.